What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and it's the Everton against Manchester United match preview. A game that it's going to be a tough game. Let's be fair about it. Man United have not been great this season, really. Solskjaer was under real pressure up until last night, and I still think he's under pressure. You know, we got a 2-1 win at home against Villarreal, a game that I think Man United fans would have wanted to have won a little bit more comfortably, and they didn't. They got a last-minute winner by Cristiano Ronaldo. Jesse Lingard, in my opinion, was offside. Very similar to when Sigurdsson was offside when we drew with them 1-1 and it should have been a 2-1 Everton win. We got offside, they didn't. They lost to West Ham. They've lost to Villa. They're not great at home. I will be watching the game and I'll be doing a watch-along, but I won't be doing a watch-along on this channel. I'll be doing a watch-along on the Don Robbie channel. I got a message from a friend of mine. He asked if I would be, you know, if I'd like to do it. Obviously, I said, of course I would. Really looking forward to going down to London and watching the game with some really good company. And it's really exciting for me. I'm absolutely over the moon. You know, Robbie's someone who I've looked up to because, you know, he was really at the forefront of these channels being created, and the fact that I'm going to be going on his channel to watch Everton is a huge achievement. So I'm absolutely over the moon, and we'll just see how we get on, guys. So make sure you come over to the Don Robbie channel if you're not at the game. Make sure you come and support me because I really would appreciate it. Any of the super chats I think tend to get read out, and any of the comments mentioning Blue Boys Network and mentioning me, really would love. Let's get into the game anyway. Everton go here with some injuries. I think that's fair to say. I think we don't know. I know Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, I think, have been back in training. I don't know if they're available. You sort of don't know with Everton when it comes to the games, because we've known that, you know, we've sort of sat there and thought, oh yeah, we've got players available, and then they just haven't been. So a little bit worried about that. I think Everton go into this game, yes, in some form or form, but I don't think we're playing the best we can play. I think the Norwich game, yes, we won 2-0, but it weren't a brilliant performance. It was an okay performance, and a lot of Everton fans agreed and disagreed with mine and John's comments. But it's a game that Everton, essentially, if we can get a point, I'll be happy. You know, Man United, yes, they've also got injuries. Maguire's out, Shaw's out. But this is a team that have got quality. You know, they've got substitutes who will just simply walk into this team and could walk into probably 16 other Premier League teams. So, you know, this is a game where Man United have got the strength and depth where Everton haven't, and that will hurt Everton. I've got no doubt about it. Everton won't be able to field as a stronger team as we like unless they are fit, and even if they are fit to play, they haven't played in 2 or 3 weeks now. So, you know, is it too early? You know, are these players going to get games? I don't know. All I know is that Everton, if Everton walk out of here with a point, I'll be over the moon. In terms of team, I'll go Pickford in goal, Luca Dean, Mina, Godfrey, and Seamus Coleman, if he's back. If he's not back, then I'll go with Mason Holgate. I don't want to see Ben Godfrey on the right-hand side of the pitch. I just don't. I don't want to see Ben Godfrey on the right-hand side of the pitch. And ideally, if we had a left-back, I probably actually would drop Luca Dean and say, just have a rest, have a game out, because you're not the same Luca Dean that we had last season. So I'd do that, but we haven't got those options. So that'd be my back four. Alan Doucouré, slot straight into the 2 in the middle. And then this is where it gets interesting, because I don't know who's available from an up-front perspective. But, you know, we've got 2 young lads on the bench that are going to be fit, full of energy, and want to play games. I think they're better options than Rondon. I think they're much better options than Rondon. I don't think Rondon will bully the Man United defence. He didn't bully Norwich. He didn't bully QPR. He's not going to bully Man United. He's not going to bully Varane or Varane. So I would be tempted, if Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison are not available to play 2 up front, I would be very tempted to play the 2 kids, or at least play one of them along Rondon. So either that be Dobbin or Sims alongside Rondon, or both of them, and put Rondon on the bench. And it sounds awful to say that, bearing in mind we've just bought in Rondon, but he doesn't look like a Premier League player right now. He's not fit enough, he's not ready, and that's why he just doesn't play for me. Obviously, then you play Townsend and Demarai Gray, because both of those have started the season really well. They've looked really aggressive. Townsend is willing to drop in the ball. And that's what Everton are going to have to do. I think we're going to have to play on the counter-attack and use the pace, use the ball-carrying ability of Doucouré, who's going up against Paul Pogba, who hasn't started the season badly at all. You've got Demarai Gray and Andros Townsend, who again started the season really, really well, but they're going up against better players than they have done all season. So, again, what are we going to see from those two? What are we going to see from the players? So one couldn't get in the Crystal Palace side and one couldn't get in Leicester. We need to be seeing how they're going to go in against these bigger teams. And I really hope that we have a good game. I really hope that it's not a kick-in. I really hope that we put in a solid performance. I'm just a bit worried. I no longer go to Old Trafford and go, yeah, I'm scared of that team anymore. You almost beat before you get off the coach, almost. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like Man United are there to be got at, but they're there to be got at with a full-strength Everton side, and we haven't got one. By all accounts, we haven't got one. If we've got every single player fit and available, I fancy our chances. We can go there and get a result, but I don't think we will. I don't think we'll go there and get a result. I think it'll be really, really tough. I think it could be a really bad afternoon. And I am worried. I think Pickford's going to be the busier of the goalkeepers. I think defensively, balls into the box, I think that could be a problem. Ronaldo, we already know, he's a marksman with his head. If they play Cavani, he scores goals with his head and has already scored against Everton. Luca Dean's been poor, so they'll get the ball down the left-hand side, click the ball in. Our defending from crosses has been fairly poor at times this season. You know, Keane's letting lofted his man a few times. It even happened against Norwich last week where we lose our man at the back post and they should really score, but they don't. So we don't need any of that. Ben Godfrey playing on the right-hand side doesn't work. We have to... I don't want to play Holgate there. I'd rather play Seamus Coleman there. But equally, I'm worried. You know, I'm worried about our left-hand side because depending on who they play, will depend on... I mean, this is a team that have got players like Rashford, Martial and Greenwood who will sit on the bench or start. You know, a team with Cavani, Ronaldo, Jesse Lingard, who has been fantastic, by the way, for Man United every game he's played. You know, he was the reason they got a goal last night. Ronaldo nods it down to him, and he manages to beat two Villarreal players to the ball to pass it back to him. So, Jesse Lingard's a dangerous threat. Then the midfield, Paul Pogba, McTominay. They've just got more strength and depth than Everton have, and as a result of that, I really worry. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I think the game is going to be won in the middle of the park, and if Alan and Doucouré can have a good game against Pogba, Fernandes, and whoever plays next to Pogba in that middle, we'll be all right. But I don't know. I don't want to sound negative because, you know, I'm going on, as I say, I'm going on the Don Robbie channel. I'm going to represent us. I'm going to be buzzing. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be screaming and shouting for us. But the simple fact of the matter is, our depth is just not as good as anyone in the top 10. Anyone in the top 12, our depth isn't good. You know, it's just not. When you get an injury to Demarai Gray and your replacement to Iwobi, you know you've got problems. You know, when you lose Doucouré and your replacement's Tom Davies, it's problems. So, look, I don't want to say this score prediction, but I think Man United beat us 3-1. I think it's fairly comfortable. I think we score. I think we probably score at 2-0, just to make it a little bit more interesting. But, yeah, really, really worried about this game. So, yeah. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a fantastic evening. And as I said, make sure you come and watch me on the Don Robbie channel. Make sure you support me because, you know, I'm going to be in front of thousands of people. I've not been in this situation before. This is a massive step up for this channel. So make sure you support me, guys, because I need you. I need all of you. So, yeah, love to you all. Obviously, there is merch as well, if you have seen. There's merch in the link in the description below. So get yourself a T-shirt or a hoodie. Really appreciate the support again. And yeah, football prizes as well. Get yourselves over to footballprizes.co.uk. Get yourselves into some of their raffles. They've got some fantastic raffles. It doesn't just have to be Everton. It can be any raffle. They've got loads. They've got, you know, Messi and Ronaldo shirts from Barcelona and Real Madrid days. They've got, you know, all sorts of World Cup winning shirts, etc. They've got loads and loads of really top quality stuff. So go over there and support them. But yeah, most importantly, guys, support me, because big weekend for me. Big weekend, travelling down to London, and you know, I'm not nervous. I don't get nervous, but it's just a big change. You sort of feel like you're stepping up a little bit, so which is really nice. So anyway, guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a glorious, glorious Thursday. We'll see how we get on Saturday, and you will see, mate. There will be a vlog, because you may as well see what goes on behind the scenes. So there will be a vlog, and of course there'll be a match reaction. However, I don't know how I'm going to do the match reaction yet, so bear with. Guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.